Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thought that it would be super fun to do a little spring reset slash like April, I don't really know what to call it, like a reset video, a check-in. I always love watching when people kind of do like a monthly check-in or a quarterly check-in, so I thought it would be a little fun. I truly cannot believe that we are already in April. What is going on? We're a quarter into the year, and when you think of it that way, it's a little scary. I just can't believe it. I am happy that the weather is getting nice though. It is such a beautiful day today. I am truly so excited. So let's do a little spring cleaning of our lives, if you will. First up, I thought it would be fun to talk about some of my current favorites. So let's go on and jump into it. First up, I am sitting at it. If you watched my last video, or maybe I haven't put it up yet, I honestly don't know how I'm gonna edit these, but in my little like couple work days in my life, I'll just call it video, I kind of showed you guys how we've been transforming our like office slash extra room, and I've been putting a lot of effort into my desk right now and just kind of making a really cute area that makes me like inspired to actually work at my desk, and it's been working. I have been doing a lot of my work here, especially for the podcast, doing a lot of my editing here, and I've been loving it. So let me show you guys just kind of a quick sneak peek in case you either haven't seen the video or haven't put it up yet. I don't know, let me just show you guys. Okay, it is a little bit messy, so ignore that, but this is the current setup. I kind of went over it in my other video, but that picture is not staying here. It's just there for the time being. Those are new, actually. I want to put some little propagation, like stems into it, and just kind of have some cute little vines coming down. I also need to propagate especially this girl over here. She is getting crazy, so we need to propagate her. But this is a monitor that John had and he is letting me use, so I just hook it up to my computer. Super nice. I have some of my favorite little artwork here. Wallows, it's like a little signed insert that was in the vinyl that I bought. Also have it for the 1975 chair, courtesy of Mom. I believe she got it on Amazon. Super comfy. It was not comfy at first, and I was scared that I messed up, but it's comfy. IKEA, still needs to be organized. IKEA, sponsored by IKEA, just kidding. But I really do love the way that it looks. I think it's coming around and it's gonna be super cute. I can't wait to put up more artwork and just kind of make it super vibey and cute. Okay, welcome to my bathroom. It's always a weird angle when we're in here, so apologies, but just wanted to share another favorite. I've been using this for a couple months now, actually, but even though it doesn't look like it, I use it very sparingly because this sells out a lot. But it is the Super Milk from Lush. This stuff, it just smells so good. It's like lemony, cinnamony. It's made with oat milk. I don't know. It's pretty nice. I can't really confirm or deny if it's doing anything to my hair, honestly, other than it makes it smell nice. It's supposed to condition your hair, and it's supposed to help with curls. I don't have curly hair. I have kind of wavy hair that I'm not really taking care of. Like you can see kind of pieces like this. I don't know. I'm not really doing a great job of enhancing the curls and waves that I do have. So I can't really say that it's doing anything for that. But I do like the way that it smells, and I feel like my hair looks really nice when I use it. So yeah, it's Super Milk, in case I didn't say it. Something else that I have really been enjoying is I found I almost have too many hobbies at this point in my life, which is not a bad problem to have, but it's bad because I don't have enough free time to do everything. One, obviously I am loving doing our podcast, and if you haven't listened, what the heck are you doing? I'll have it linked down below. but I've been loving our podcast. We talk about all things books. We are currently covering Fourth Wing and kind of diving into chapter by chapter what goes down, sharing our favorite moments, our quotes. We're sharing our favorite theories. It's a fun time over there. It really, it's been taking up a lot of our time, but it makes me so happy, and like I just want to do that full time. I have also gotten back into playing the guitar, or I've been trying to. I have always kind of had an on and off go at playing the guitar for like most of my life. I've never been like classically trained or anything. I took a guitar class in high school, but can't really say that it taught me anything that I like didn't already know. I think it taught me scales, which I've forgotten, so let's just forget about that. But I only know a couple chords, so I definitely can, like, if you give me some chords or tabs or like a YouTube video, I can kind of figure it out and like learn songs, and that's kind of like how I teach myself. So I'm working on that. I had to buy an interface for our podcast, and you can hook your guitar up to it and record into like GarageBand or any other type of program that you might use, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I want to learn more because currently, since I don't know that much on the guitar, it makes it hard for me to like come up with a riff or anything because I don't know what I'm doing. And since I also don't know that much on GarageBand, it makes it hard for me to figure out what features there are or like anything like that. I also just like, I don't know music notes. I mean, I grew up singing a lot of my life, but I don't know how to sight read. I don't know how to read music. So it's just a skill. I've tried. I also took a piano class in high school. Literally can't read sheet music to save my life. So it's a skill I have not acquired. It's a skill I don't know if I'll ever be able to learn. I think I may be unteachable when it comes to that, but I am having a lot of fun and I want to learn more and just do more of that. Another hobby that I have really been enjoying but have not had a lot of time for is sewing. So my mom has always sewn, and like growing up she made a lot of my costumes. Again, it's just another skill that I don't really have. She's tried to teach me. It's not for me. But she recently got me a sewing machine, and I made myself a little Kindle case. Let me show it to you guys. Actually, it's so cute. I think I showed it when I first made it, but that was a while back. So just in case you didn't see that video, this is what she looks like, and I'm literally obsessed. I'm so proud of myself that I was able to make it. First of all, obsessed with this fabric. I got it from Joann's, and it just has little strawberries all over it, and it's so cute, guys. I added a little Velcro piece. I also kind of messed up, and the Velcro's coming up a little bit there, but forget it, it's fine. Look at this. This was my mom's idea, to have a lining that was a different color. So the inside is red, and you can also see some of is a little messy in there, but it's okay. But isn't that so cute? I kind of made my own pattern, so I guess I kind of popped off there and copied like Bagoo's style. I have a Bagoo laptop bag or laptop case that is this similar like envelope style, and I kind of just made up a pattern. I wanted it to be like all one solid piece so that I just had to sew the sides, and it was a little bit easier, and used a lot of help from my mom. She helped me pick out the batting and kind of figure out what I was doing. There was a lot of trial and error with this, and I tested it out on other fabrics, and actually had wanted a different fabric before, but I really messed that one up. So I'm glad that this one came out because I just love it so much. People compliment it all the time, and it makes me feel good that I'm the one that made it. I would love to like sell these because I think they're so cute, but truly the amount of time that this took, I mean, now that I did it, like maybe it won't be that bad, but I don't know, I don't really have my pattern and everything perfected. It was kind of just like trial and error, and like, sorry, that was my fridge. Definitely had to like take it apart a couple times and like redo it. So I just don't want to sell anything that I'm not 100% proud of, you know, or like if the measurements get thrown off, I don't know. So I definitely do have extra fabric though, and like want to make more stuff with this fabric because I'm just obsessed with it and I think it's so cute. So want to get into that a little bit more. The sewing machine that my mom bought me actually also came with an embroidery section where I can like hook up an embroidery hoop because she knows I've been wanting to do that, and I just haven't gotten around to using it yet because you have to digitize your artwork, and it's hard, guys, it's hard. I think what I'm gonna do, Etsy has like, there's some accounts on there where you can send in your art and they will just digitize it for you, and it's like $5–10 bucks. But I think it might be worth it because I am having the hardest time learning how to digitize. The programs are also just really expensive, and I don't want to commit if I don't fully know what I'm doing, or if I'm not going to actually use the program, because then that's just a waste of money. So I'm super excited to eventually use that, though. I have literally so many ideas of things that I want to do. I just haven't had the chance to do them yet. I know it's going to be a lot of trial and error, and it's going to stress me out, and so that's another reason I've been putting it off. So I just need to commit and do it, and hopefully I'll get around to it very, very soon. Okay, let's talk books, because you guys know I love talking about books. I am always wanting to do some sort of like monthly roundup or like monthly read with me, but I just get so caught up in reading. I also read a lot like on my breaks at work or before bed, so not the most ideal times to like film my reactions to things. So let's kind of catch up with what I've read, what I'm currently reading, my TBR, all that fun stuff. So for this year, I've currently read 6 books so far. Started out with The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which was the prequel to the Hunger Games series. I'm not gonna lie, I did not enjoy it. It really made me sad because I was such a huge fan of the Hunger Games series back when that came out. Huge fan of the movies, obviously. I was so intrigued to learn more about Snow and why he's the way that he is. I just felt like I was missing the connection from the person he was in the prequel to the person he is in the Hunger Games that we know him as. And obviously like a lot more is gonna happen because he was like early 20s in the prequel, and then he's like, I don't know, in his 60s during the Hunger Games franchise. But I just felt like I didn't see that snap, which is what I feel like a lot of times I don't see in villain origin stories. I don't actually see like what made them that crazy, what drove them to that point. So I didn't really like it. I felt like it was very repetitive. I found it a little bit boring. It was just overall kind of disappointing. I'm also not a huge fan of third-person books. I struggle with them for some reason, so I think that's another reason I didn't love it. After that, I went into The Only One Left by Riley Sager, I think is how you say his last name. I really enjoyed that one. It took me a little bit to get through, but once I got about halfway through, I was kind of really sucked into the story. It's a thriller, and it's kind of about a girl who is, what would you call it? Not like a stay-at-home nurse. I guess kind of like a stay-at-home nurse. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what she is. So she is working for this lady who is like rumored to have killed her entire family, and there's just so many twists and turns. There was like a lot of twists and turns by the end, even like up to the very last page, but it was good. I really liked it. After that, I read Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I really liked this book. I did feel it was very Hunger Games meets like fantasy or like Divergent type of a book. I did feel there was some of it that I was like, okay, this is very heavily inspired by the Hunger Games, like almost to a T at points. But she was also 18 when she wrote it, so I'll give her a little bit of slack there. I did still find it very entertaining. Definitely had, oh fuck. Oh my god. I have my windows open so I could get a cross breeze. And I didn't realize it was that windy out, and it just slammed the door to our office. I'm like shaking right now. That scared me. For a second, guys, I thought either somebody broke in or there was a ghost Holy shit, that scared me. Time to close the windows. No more crossbreeds in here. Okay, powerless. Let's get back into it. So I did have a lot of questions about why they were doing certain things. I had some questions about the trials. Some of it just like did not make sense to me. But you know, I was just there for the ride. I was enjoying it. I loved the tension between Kai and Peyton. I'm super excited for the next book. I hope that there's more tension. I hope that there's a little bit of love and romance between them. It was like a lot of tension, and there was like absolutely no romance. Like they didn't even kiss. They came close, but they didn't. I wish they would have. Like I just really wish they would have. So I'm hoping that that'll come in the second book, which I think comes out in July. So I'm excited for that. Okay, after that I read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I did not enjoy this book, and I'm sad about it. I feel like a lot of people really like this book. I think I'm just finding that I don't follow the way that this author writes. It's the way that she writes, just I don't know how to explain it. It just does not make sense to my brain. I struggle to follow it. Like I literally will have to look up a plot summary online to make sure that I fully understood what happened and to kind of break it down for me a little bit more. I just find the way that she writes very confusing. I feel like we'll be talking about something and then we very quickly kind of move into something else. I feel like things aren't properly explained. Some of the characters just got introduced without explanations. Maybe this is just how I interpreted it, but I didn't enjoy it. I'm currently reading The Wicked King, which is the sequel, because a lot of people talked so highly about the sequel and were like, stick it out, the second one is so much better, and like there's a little bit of romance in it. I have yet to see any of the romance. I mean, I'm only about 40% in, but there's like no romance in it. It's the same thing where I'm feeling very confused and having to like look up summaries to just kind of make sure I'm properly understanding everything. And I just don't know. I really don't want to like DNF the book or like not finish the book, but I think I might have to. The only other book that I have done that for is Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I did that during like the very beginning of my reading journey. I know a lot of people love that book, but I just couldn't get into it. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll try it again and I'll feel different, but I don't know, I just hate not finishing books, so we'll see. After that I read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I loved that book. It was such a cute, easy read, and it was just so sweet, and I really loved the characters. I loved the little magical elements that the story had. It was super cute. I was a big fan. And then lastly I read Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I heard a lot about this book. I will say I didn't love it as much as I thought that I would. I think it might have something to do with the fact that the characters were a little bit older, so I felt like I couldn't really relate to them. They were like late 30s, early 40s, and I just kind of kept picturing them like they were my age. I prefer to read about characters who are like my age or just a little bit younger, so that it's kind of like I can remember what I felt like at that time. I think with older characters it's harder for me to relate because I just haven't gone through those experiences, I guess. But I did really like it. I find myself still thinking about the characters, so I enjoyed it. I don't think I'm gonna continue with the series though. I heard that the second one is like literally so bad, so I don't want to put myself through that. So I think I'll just read the first one. It was a great little standalone and I'll call it a day. Let's go on to what I'm currently reading. So as I said, I'm reading The Wicked King. I'm kind of crazy. I'm reading 3 books at once right now. I'm also reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It's gonna take me a while. Again, I don't love third-person books, and I love a good romance story, and just Harry Potter does not give that to me, so I have to read something else on the side. Eventually, I'll get through it, but it is gonna take me a while. I have also started Magnolia Parks. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only about 3 chapters in, but I'm really liking it. I know that there's a lot of books in the series, so I guess we'll see how I'm feeling after this book. I love the dual POV though. I'm hoping for a little bit of romance between the characters. I guess we'll see. When it comes to my TBR, it is so long, guys. I don't know when I'm gonna have the chance to get to all of these books. Definitely want to read Divine Rivals. That's been on my list for a while now. I know that there like isn't really romance in that, but I've heard it's just like good. It'll make you like happy. It'll make you believe in love. So I'm willing to give it a shot. I also really want to start Throne of Glass. I'm a little bit intimidated, but I think I want to at least try out the first book and see how I feel, because I eventually really want to read Crescent City, but I want to do the order of ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, Crescent City. We'll see if I stick to that. I think that's pretty much it for the TBR right now. Onyx Storm was released, which is the third book in the Empyrean series for Fourth Wing. I'm super excited. It's going to be coming out in January, which is so far away, but I can't wait to share my thoughts with you guys when that book comes out, because it just like can't get here any sooner. I'm truly so excited. When it comes to my like work-life balance, I'm feeling real messy. I'm not gonna lie. Work has just been taking up a lot of time, especially with overnights recently. The podcast has been taking up a lot of time. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's just very time consuming while also working a full-time job. So definitely hard for me to get out videos on here. This is also time consuming in its own way. So when you have 3 time consuming things, it's really hard to do all of them. And I unfortunately have to do my job because, you know, I gotta make rent. But yeah, definitely feeling a little overwhelmed with doing everything. So that's something that I definitely want to work on. By the next time I do one of these, we'll just do a little like quarterly check-in. So maybe I'll check in like June, July, and we'll see if I've improved or not. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope that the beginning of your year is going smoothly so far, and let me know what your guys' current favorites are. Any favorite books that you're reading. I'm always looking to add to my TBR. So as always, I will see you guys in my next video, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Check out the podcast, and I'll see you there.